story. He didn't just sell the Eiffel Tower. He sold it twice. Think about that. He didn't just print counterfeit money. He sold the very machine that supposedly printed it. And he didn't just meet the world's most dangerous gangster, Al Capone. He conned him and walked away alive. Lustig wasn't a common thug. He didn't run away after a heist. He was the kind of man who made you thank him while he was emptying your pockets. Born in 1910 in what is now the Czech Republic, even as a boy, his intelligence was intimidating. He spoke 5 languages fluently. He was a master of etiquette. His clothes were always bespoke, his style impeccable. He was calm, soft-spoken, and always wore a gentle smile. He presented himself as a count, a European nobleman fleeing political turmoil. For years, he haunted luxury cruise ships sailing between Paris and New York. He always booked first class. He would sit in the lounge with the ultra-rich, casually mentioning investments, high-stakes gambling, and secret deals. But here was the catch. He never asked them for money. He waited for them to beg him to let them in. He made his victims feel like they were smarter than him, while he walked off the ship with thousands of their dollars. Before the Eiffel Tower, he played with ghost technology. He had a beautiful mahogany box, brass gears, dials, and intricate locks. He would tell the victim, "This is the greatest invention of the century, a machine that replicates the dollar with 100% precision." The victim would laugh at first, so Lustig would perform a demonstration. He'd insert a blank piece of paper, set the dials, and whisper, "It takes 6 hours for the complex chemical inks to bond." He would return 6 hours later, and a crisp, genuine $100 bill would emerge. They'd try it again. 6 more hours, another real $100 bill. The victim would see a gold mine sitting in front of them. Lustig would reluctantly sell the box for $30,000, a king's ransom in the 1920s. The victim would rush home. The first 6 hours, $100. The second 6 hours, $100. And after that, only blank paper. The box was preloaded with only 2 bills. And by the time the victim realized the truth, Lustig was already in another country. In America, he convinced a mayor in Missouri to buy that same machine. When the mayor realized the scam, he tracked Lustig down. You think Lustig panicked? No. He sat before him with total calm and said, "The problem isn't the machine, it's how you used it." Not only did he talk his way out of it, he convinced the mayor to pay more money for repairs, and then he vanished again. Then came 1925. A tiny news clipping. The Eiffel Tower is in disrepair. Maintenance is too costly. Some are calling for its demolition. Lustig's eyes gleamed. He forged official documents with the seal of the French Republic and invited 6 of Paris's top scrap metal dealers to the luxury Hôtel de Crillon. He walked in, the picture of state authority. "This is a state secret," he told them. "The government has decided to sell the tower for scrap." He watched them like a hawk and chose his prey, André Poisson, an ambitious man desperate to make his mark. Lustig played his ace. He pulled Poisson aside and whispered, "I am a poor official. I need a little facilitation." He asked for a bribe. When the dealer saw him asking for a bribe, he was finally convinced. He thought, he's a real corrupt official. He paid for the tower plus the bribe. Lustig took the suitcase of cash and fled to Austria. André Poisson was so humiliated he never told the police. Lustig waited a month, saw no news, and realized his victim was too ashamed to speak. So what did he do? He went back to Paris. He gathered 6 new dealers and tried the exact same scam again. This time, someone called the police and Lustig barely escaped to America. In America, he decided to perform for the ultimate audience. He walked into the office of Al Capone. "I have a project that will double your money," he said. "I need $50,000. Capone replied, "If the money doesn't come back, you die." Lustig took the cash. He put it in a safe. He never touched it. 2 months later, he returned, looking broken. "I failed. The project was a disaster. Here is your money back, every cent." Capone was stunned by his honesty. He said, "You're an honorable man." He gave him $5,000 as a gift to help him get back on his feet. Lustig walked out laughing. He wanted the gift, not the investment. He was the only man to con Al Capone and walk away smiling. In the end, the greed he exploited was his own undoing. He began printing counterfeit currency with terrifying precision. The FBI tracked the network. In 1935, he was caught. 24 hours before his trial, he performed one last trick. He cut up his bed sheets, made a rope, and climbed down the prison wall. And the strangest part? As he was descending, he pulled out a towel and started wiping the window like a professional cleaner. If anyone saw him from the street, they wouldn't suspect a thing. He was free for 27 days before being caught in Pittsburgh. He was sentenced to 20 years and sent to Alcatraz, the prison no one leaves. 1 year before he was caught, in the bitter New York winter of 1934, he met a woman, not like his usual victims. Her name was Eliza, a German immigrant with a sick daughter. The doctors said time was running out. All she had was an antique necklace inherited from her mother, her last hope. She met Lustig. He looked like a savior.
Please, have a seat. You mentioned you had a rare piece with you.
Yes, it's my family's necklace. My mother always told me it was the last thing she would ever leave for me.
May I see it? Opening it with trembling hands.
Here it is.
Holding it calmly. Clear European craftsmanship. Dark green stones, most likely old emeralds. A very respectable piece.
Can it be sold?
It can. But the more important question is, are you truly ready to let it go?
I don't have a choice. My daughter needs surgery in Berlin, and the doctor said time is running out.
I'm sorry to hear that. How old is she?
7.
Staring at her steadily. Those 7 years must live to become 70.
If I sell this necklace, the surgery will happen.
How much do you need?
Any amount that covers the treatment. I'm not being greedy.
With a faint smile. Greed isn't always a vice. Sometimes it's just hope.
I'm not here to sell a dream. I'm here to sell a memory.
And I'm not buying a stone. I'm buying a story. He pauses for a moment. I can offer you a very good amount. More than you expect.
Truly?
No complications, no heavy paperwork.
I won't know how to thank you.
Save your thanks for your daughter when she recovers.
Is all the money here?
Count it if you wish.
A few days later, the bank revealed the truth. The money was counterfeit. The surgery was canceled. The hospital turned the girl away. And death was faster than a forged bill. He died in 1947 of a lung infection. When they searched his cell, they found a postcard of the Eiffel Tower. On the back, he had written, "Sale price, 0." When news of Lustig's death reached Eliza in 1947, she stood by the cold sea. She looked at the dark water and whispered one sentence. His death was an escape. Why was Victor Lustig the most dangerous man in history? Because he didn't sell objects, he sold dreams. He understood that the ultimate weakness isn't ignorance, it's greed. Be careful. A good con artist doesn't trick you. He makes you believe what you want to believe.